Introduction. Mind over matter, more like mind over donuts. We've all been there. It's 7 a.m., alarm clock screams. You know a workout would be good. But the donut in the kitchen is calling your name. That, my friends, is your mind and body locked in an epic battle for control. And let's be real, sometimes the donut wins. This, in a nutshell, is the human condition. We're all trying to master our minds, to harness that incredible power between our ears. Why is it so hard? Because our brains are ancient. They're wired for survival, not necessarily for achieving our wildest dreams. Thousands of years ago, the biggest threat was probably a saber-toothed tiger, not a deadline or a credit card bill. Our brains haven't quite caught up to modern life. But here's the good news. Your mind is incredibly adaptable. With the right tools and techniques, you can train your mind to work for you, not against you. Mastering your mind isn't about becoming some emotionless robot. It's about understanding how your mind works to make better choices and live a more fulfilling life.
The power of visualization. Seeing is achieving. Let's talk about visualization. This isn't some new age mumbo-jumbo. This is a technique used by top athletes, musicians, and even entrepreneurs. They've figured out a secret. Your brain often can't tell the difference between vividly imagining something and actually experiencing it. Think about Olympic athletes. They don't just train physically, they train mentally too. They visualize themselves crossing the finish line, winning the gold medal, feeling the weight of victory. They're priming their minds for success. The same principle applies to any goal. Want to give a killer presentation at work? Visualize yourself nailing it. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, you're creating neural pathways in your brain that make success more likely. Visualization is powerful, but it works best when paired with action.
Goal setting. Aim high, but write it down first. Let's talk about goals. We all have them, whether it's landing that dream job, traveling the world, or simply remembering to buy milk on the way home. The problem is, most of us are pretty terrible at setting effective goals. We have these vague ideas floating around in our heads, but we rarely take the time to articulate them clearly. Setting goals isn't just about daydreaming. It's about creating a roadmap for your life. Without a clear destination in mind, you're likely to wander aimlessly, like a lost tourist in Times Square. Writing down your goals, breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps, is crucial. It transforms those vague desires into concrete actions. Remember, goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients and measurements for it to turn out right.
Emotional intelligence. Don't let your feelings run the show. Let's be honest, we've all had those moments where our emotions get the best of us. That road rage incident, the passive-aggressive email to a coworker. Yep, we've all been there. Emotions are powerful, and sometimes they can hijack our brains faster than you can say impulse control. Emotional intelligence is like being the CEO of your emotions. You're not trying to suppress your feelings or become some emotionless robot. You're learning to identify, understand, and manage your emotions effectively. Think of it this way. Imagine your emotions are like a group of toddlers. They're loud, demanding, and don't always understand the concept of inside voices. Emotional intelligence is about being the patient, understanding parent who can soothe those tantrums and set boundaries. Developing emotional intelligence is crucial for building strong relationships and making rational decisions.
The science of success, it's not magic, it's neuroscience. Let's talk about the science behind success. Because, believe it or not, it's not all magic and positive thinking. Though those things can help. A lot of it comes down to how our brains are wired. Our brains are constantly changing and adapting based on our experiences. This is called neuroplasticity. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When you consistently engage in activities that challenge your mind, you're essentially giving your brain a workout. One of the key neurochemicals involved in success is dopamine. It's often called the motivation molecule because it's released when we achieve goals, experience pleasure, or anticipate rewards. Understanding the science behind success can empower you to make choices that support your goals.
The growth mindset. Embrace the challenges. Let's talk about mindset. Not the kind that involves bending spoons with your thoughts, but the kind that can actually change your life. We're talking about the growth mindset, a concept developed by Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck. It all comes down to how you view your abilities and intelligence. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence and talent are fixed traits. They avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as a sign of weakness. No adventurous spirit. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe that intelligence and abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and view effort as the path to mastery. They're the ones who are always up for trying new things, learning new skills, and pushing themselves outside their comfort zones. The good news is, you can choose to adopt a growth mindset. It's about reframing your thoughts and beliefs, focusing on progress rather than perfection, and embracing the journey.
Mindfulness and meditation. Finding your inner Zen master. Now let's talk about mindfulness. Don't worry, we're not going full-on monk mode here. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting swept away by them. Think of your mind like a snow globe. When you're stressed or overwhelmed, it's like someone's shaking that snow globe, and your thoughts are swirling around. Mindfulness is like gently setting that snow globe down and letting the snowflakes settle. It allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings with a sense of clarity and detachment. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness. Meditation can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breath and let go of distracting thoughts. The benefits of mindfulness and meditation are numerous, from reducing stress to enhancing creativity.
The power of habit, small changes, big results. Let's be real, we're all creatures of habit. Our lives are largely governed by routines and automatic behaviors. Think about it. Do you consciously decide to brush your teeth every morning? Or is it just something you do on autopilot? Those habits, as mundane as they may seem, shape our lives in profound ways. The good news is, you can harness the power of habit to your advantage. By understanding how habits are formed, you can consciously create new positive habits and break free from those pesky negative ones. The key to forming lasting habits is to start small and be consistent. Trying to overhaul your entire life overnight is a recipe for disaster. Instead, focus on making small incremental changes that you can stick with over time.
The importance of support. You don't have to do it alone. Let's face it, mastering your mind is not a solo mission. We all need a little help along the way, whether it's from friends, family, mentors, or even a supportive therapist. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't try to construct an entire house by yourself, would you? You'd need architects, contractors, maybe even a few friendly neighbors willing to lend a hand. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network is crucial for staying motivated and overcoming challenges. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. So reach out to your tribe, build your dream team, and remember, you don't have to go it alone.
Putting it all together, mastering your mind for a fulfilling life. So we've covered a lot of ground, from the power of visualization to the importance of emotional intelligence. But how do you put it all together? Mastering your mind isn't about becoming some kind of superhuman who never experiences stress or doubt. It's about developing a set of tools and techniques that empower you to navigate the ups and downs of life with greater awareness and resilience. Think of it like assembling a toolkit. Each of these techniques is like a different tool in your arsenal. The key is to experiment, find what works best for you, and remember that mastering your mind is an ongoing journey. It's about showing up for yourself each day, learning from your mistakes, and celebrating your successes.
Conclusion. Your mind is your superpower. In the end, it all comes down to this. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It's the architect of your reality, the driving force behind your actions, and the ultimate determinant of your success and fulfillment. Mastering your mind is not about controlling every thought or suppressing every emotion. It's about understanding how your mind works and using that knowledge to create a life that is aligned with your values and goals. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. So go forth, master your mind, and create a life that is truly extraordinary.